we're giving you a tour of Galt's Landing, and starting with the little food forest right here. We've got a little food forest with bananas and sugarcane and yucca and several mangoes, persimmons and peach, cherry, many different types of citrus and olives and elderberry and mulberry and passion flower. It's loaded with food. And this, if we turn this way, this whole area is going to be syntropic rows, which means rows of a diversity of hundreds of different types of food and medicine growing on this incredible property here at the end of the road.
And Yana, if you look all the way over here, this is one of the homes that's being built there. That's just the guest home. And then we're going to show you the lake, which is over that way. Tell me more about this.
Okay, so this is Galt's Landing, and what we're doing here is syntropic agroforestry, which is a fancy way of saying we're going to have rows and rows and rows. Every 8 feet, there's going to be another row. It'll be 5 to 6 feet wide, and it will start at this edge here. And this is going to have wet feet because it's kind of a lower lying area.
Okay, which means the roots will have water. It could rain. It could come up a foot above the line.
Exactly right. So a lot of berries, a lot of bananas. Imagine a banana plantation with dozens of different species of bananas all growing along this row, and many other support species. And then row, and then along the top edge here, it's a little drier, more elevated. So we're going to do the whole area is going to be syntropic rows, which is...
Well, can I ask you a question? Do you know a pilot who can explain what's going on with it looks like a runway? Can you get a pilot over here?
Yeah, Brian, let's hear it. What's
Brian, you're a pilot for who?
JetBlue.
JetBlue. Can you explain why? And you own the property.
Yep.
Can you please tell me why you chose the property and what was important in your criteria?
Well, number one was the runway and access to the runway, which this here, just on the other side of that fence,
Yep.
is a mile-long runway, which is capable of supporting corporate aircraft that could fly direct from here to Seattle, Washington.
Wow. Okay.
Pick you up right in front of your house. So that was the original idea.
Okay.
We're still working on that runway piece. We got a little bit of a confrontation with the owner over there as what the price is going to be, but we'll get it worked out.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, it's when. I like
well, tell me about the lake. How many acres?
430 acres.
And we'll show it here in a second, but it's...
Only 2 people have access to it. Mike is the other guy's name, and then Galt's Landing, and it's loaded with bass.
So it's 430 acres?
Right?
Yep, and we've got the only dock on the lake.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. It's like paradise here. All the food, water, energy, multiple different...
Well, what about the energy? Are you on grid?
No, 100% off grid.
Wait a minute. So you're not relying on the Druid Babylonian bastards to serve you the power?
That's a negative.
So they can never shut it off?
No. Never shut it off.
The only person who can shut it off would have to shut off the sun, and I think he's a little bigger than the Druid Babylonian bastards.
Well, the Druids are working on that too. But
That's true. Chemtrails.
Yeah, for sure.
So I see we're standing on a gun range for any of those who would like to get their target practice in. That's kind of fun. It's 1,000 feet range. And then I see some campers over there. Is that meant for if people who live here have campers, they could put them over there to charge, or what is that?
Well, we haven't decided yet. Right now, it's just been my little vacation
That's your little
spot.
Mecca.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But we'll turn it into a little...
Now you have a pond over there by the guest house there, which is your guest house. And that pond, what's your vision for the pond?
So we're going to probably fill it up a little bit higher, stock it with more bass from this lake, and then we're going to build a little tiki hut right out on that little island that's out there in it. It's a little peninsula, so you can walk to it.
Yep.
Have a little bridge cross over to the house, and then it'll be beautiful fountains, lights, and fishing. And we're going to load it with all the best fish food you could have, all organic.
So there are a total of 10 lots here. There are... Oops, excuse me, I need to get, I don't know why I'm having an issue. Let me,
No worries.
there we go. There are 10 lots here.
10.
Right now there are 6 remaining,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I just put dibs on 7, and so the idea is it's going to be a small community that will have access to this amazing food forest, of which, as I understand it, we're going to have people on a daily basis who are going to pick the fruit, hand deliver it to the owners, and the excess is going to go towards supporting the local communities with food. So that's the abundance piece of food forest abundance, is it's not going to go to waste. And we may support some farmers who could come in, and there's just lots of different things we can do. But the bottom line is, this is the vision of building how many acres of land?
51 acres.
51 acres.
Yep.
And let's round up, I'm a sales guy, a 400-acre private lake.
Yep.
And it's
430.
building it for these 10 owners and their families, friends,
Yeah.
colleagues, because imagine one day being able to walk a trail that would take you 20 to 30 minutes to get through, that would be going through a food forest, to where there'll be descriptions of everything that's being grown, and then they'll have little places, pockets of peace, to where they can sit, overlook the lake, and this is just going to be basically
Paradise.
paradise. I'm going to call it the Garden of Eden with an airport.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's
Yeah, there
fair.
you go.
All right, guys. Well, good job. I appreciate your vision. Going to have you on the show. Now let's.
And I want to say something
Sure.
relevant. All summer long, it's probably an average of 7 or 8 degrees cooler here, because there's a big lake on that side, and then this lake, it's much cooler.
It is
here.
very cool
Doesn't
right
it feel
now.
amazing?
It's very cool right now. I mean,
Yeah.
normally it would be about 90 degrees, I feel.
Yeah.
Today, I was down in Miami. It was hot as heck. But if you take a look at this, guys, this is 5 miles of shoreline around this private lake, and it is only for the community members of Galt's Landing and one gentleman on the north side who does not even have there's no home, you can't see anything over there, but every
Oh, if you go out, you can see at the tip here, you'd be able to see it.
okay,
Either one of them.
the tip, all right, I'll just go here to the tip of the dock, and look at how beautiful this is. This is just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And each of the homes are going to be able to have their own private dock. And what's going to be cool is around the homes, all the way around the homes, is going to be on that side is going to be a huge pasture for cattle. So they will have access behind everyone's homes, but the docks will be connected to your property through a bridge. So the cattle have full access underneath, but you can still get to the lake in your dock in your boathouse, which is just magical. This is heaven on earth, guys.
It really is.
I mean, good job with
I'm
your
always
planning.
smiling when I'm standing.
I
up here.
bet you. I bet you. Okay, I can't wait to bring my wife over here. I'm sold.